What's up everyone, Monkey Demon 109, and this is tips 4 of ACR. And before we get started, I do want to say that I am going to talk about maybe changing the tips videos a little bit, but I'll leave that for the end of the video. So for now, let's just get started with the tips. Alright, so this was actually before the match even started. I decided to change the placement of my abilities, which are Morph and Bodyguard. So the reason why I did this is because usually I play with my more defensive ability on the right bumper and the more offensive ability on the left bumper. And offensive, defensive, whatever. It's really subjective, and you can call whatever ability you want, defensive or offensive. In this case, I view Morph as more defensive than Bodyguard, so I ended up switching it. Right now it's on the left bumper, but I end up switching it to the right bumper. And yeah, let's move on. These two clips are just really quickly showing the differences in when the Bodyguard stuns and not. So here comes the stun and I don't get any points, but if they kill the Bodyguard, then you get lure points. So really, I'd rather my pursuers kill my bodyguards just for the points. Alright, so here, a lot of people don't switch who their target is once you can, like in a game type that you can have multiple targets. So here, you see that the person that I'm currently targeting has all 4 of their little arrows lit up, plus that plus symbol on the side. That means that there's more than 4 people on this person. So you don't really want to go for them because there's too much competition. So as you're going to see right here, I just switch my targets over to this lady who has only one target, or one pursuer, which is me. Alright, so over here we see 2 courtesans on the right, and we're fairly certain that at least one of them is our target, judging by the porch on the top right as well as a radar on the bottom center are fully lit. And so, but we don't really know which courtesan is which, so instead of guessing, we're going to come over here around this wall, and this is what I've heard called the corner trick, and I feel like it's a fairly good description of it. So as you can see with my position, right now my radar is still not lit, and my line of sight it's hard to tell at this angle, but it seems like it could be hitting the courtesan on the far right, which means that she is not our target. So when I get out wider off this wall, the radar is going to light up, so we can tell that our courtesan is the one on the left. And so here I just got out of the wall, radar lit up, so go and get the kill. Alright, so here we can see that I'm carrying the artifact, and there's this group of people on the left just chilling out. And so you could go and hide with them, and in this game type you do want to hide. You don't want to be running around because hiding gives you more points and makes you less obvious, so it's just a win-win. But anyway, so this group on the left side, I could join with them. However, I don't usually like to join standing groups unless if I absolutely have to. Some reasons, I guess, is because they're static. So they're unmoving, and once all your pursuers come and you got like 4 guys around you, it's a lot less likely that you're going to get away because they can stand there and watch you as long as they want and try to figure out who you are, and they can do corner tricks easier like I just did in the previous clip. So as you can see here, I kind of walk and I'm moving my camera around trying to find a moving group, get in there, morph them all. Alright, so here we see our pursuer right in front of us, and you can actually tell that, 1, by the way that he's running, and 2, by that red arrow on the bottom center-ish. That red arrow is actually a huge lifesaver in figuring out who your pursuers are, and it makes it way easier to stun them. But that's not really what this clip is about. This clip is about the whispers in this game. And what happens is that when your pursuers are in close proximity to you, you'll hear these like little whispers. And at first I thought it was like actual people whispering, but it's not really like that. And it's when they're close proximity. So like when you have a target and you got your radar, when the radar is full, your target would start hearing the whispers, or when their portrait, the background of the portrait lights up, so not the edges, the actual background lights up, that's another time when your target hears the whispers, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, I'm going to shut up for a second and you can hear for the whispers. Alright, so this actually isn't going to be a clip. Really, I'm just showing my pursuer right there and how she's glowing. So she's glowing because she's using the ability Templar Vision. And so what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to reveal all neutral all neutral players, all of your targets, on all of your pursuers, and they'll all be in like different colors and whatnot. But what it does is it makes you glow, which makes it just completely obvious. Like everyone's gonna know who you are if they know what this ability is. And so that's really why I recommend against using it. I don't think it's a very good idea. You can use it if you want. I'm probably gonna shy away from it most times. And yeah, so let's move on. Alright, so in this clip we just finished stunning somebody, and I want to get out of there because I don't have any abilities to help me stun lock, and I don't trust my skill level to try to stun lock somebody without abilities. I'm not even sure if it's possible. I know that I can't do it. So anyway, there are two pretty obvious choices in which we can run. I mean, you can run in an infinite amount of ways, but I'm going to focus on these two. So there's the right side and there's the left side. Now, on the right side, we'd be going straight. Our pursuers, if they're chasing us, can go at the same speed, if not faster than us. And yeah, so it's really dangerous. But on the left, we got this Chasebreaker. Now, the Chasebreaker helps in various ways. So it like breaks the line of sight. It makes your pursuers have to go around, unless if they have the perk where the Chasebreaker's like open for you, or if they have the ability that closes Chasebreakers, so you kind of run into a wall that you think will be a gate, you know. And so yeah, so I end up choosing the Chasebreaker just because it's better. So I mean, at least in my eyes. So my suggestion is to use Chasebreaker. So here, you know, you see me run to the right, but then I decide to go for Chasebreaker, breaking that line of sight and getting free. Alright, so there's a very distinctive sound that I want to show in this clip, and it's the sound of the gun when somebody's aiming the gun at you. So right here you see there's two of my pursuers. I want to run. There's the sound, and I get shot. So be careful of that gunshot sound and try to get out of line of sight of whoever might be shooting you. Alright, so at this point of the game, I was super confused on where my target was. I just had no idea. And so I was trying to figure it out, and notice my radar on the bottom and or the portrait on the top right. Either one is fine. But as I start walking in the direction that I'm kind of pointed at, the radar is going to go half-mast, and the portrait background is going to be unlit. So that kind of tells me the direction of my target. And so here we go. So there is half-mast right there. And so I see the courtesan right there. Just run up and kill her. Points for the kills don't really matter in this game type. Alright, so the next few pictures are going to show the importance of positioning within a crowd if you don't want to die. And so here you can see that, I don't know, if you can tell which one I am just by glancing at this crowd. All of the NPCs, which are non-player characters, are kind of like surrounding me, and I'm just in the middle. I think what ended up happening was that I just like ran into this crowd and just stopped wherever. But me being in the middle here makes it look really weird, and that makes it so that it should be pretty easy to guess who I am if you were my pursuer. In this second picture, this is actually the exact same crowd. We're missing one person because I sent a bodyguard who died, and we've changed position because the courtesan just like barreled through us. I don't know why, but she just like knocked everyone over, and so it allowed us all to reform a little bit. So it made me get into a more natural position, a more symmetric, more, you know, just overall natural looking group. in this last picture, you can see me again right in the middle of my group of people. And so if you're a pursuer and you see somebody just standing in the middle of a group, that's probably your target. I mean, there's a slight chance that it's not, but overall, I think it would be safe to assume that the person standing not like naturally to everyone else is going to be your target. Alright everyone, so that was the tips and I hope you enjoyed it. So now about this reformatting the tips thing that I was talking about earlier. I'm thinking about doing more of like a general tips instead of a tips on every video. So this way I'll upload regular gameplays more often and just not do tips after every single video for a number of reasons. One being that I might start saying like the same tips over and over just because the same things happen over and over, and I get kind of unmotivated to do these really specific game tips, and so I think general tips will just overall be better, and they'll be like, you'll start like with movement on the map, across the map, like how to get off buildings and whatever, and go into like more specific stuff pretty gradually. So I'm thinking maybe like 1 or 2 a week, and hopefully this will just work out. I'm probably going to try it anyway, but please leave me your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later. Bye.